All right, My Math, 4th grade, volume 1, lesson 7. Chapter 7, lesson 8, hands-on equations with two operations. We are on page 459, and this will be using what you learned from lesson 7, order of operations. So as a review, let's go over the order of operations. PEMDAS, okay, PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, okay? So remember, anything in parentheses, you must work that out first. Exponents, we don't really do that for this lesson, so I'm going to skip it. Multiply or divide, whichever comes first. So it's not first multiply and then divide, it's whichever comes first as you work the problem out from left to right. And then add or subtract. Now, if any of these are inside the parentheses, you do that first. Doesn't matter if it's add or subtract, you do it first, okay? If you don't, your answer will be wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is Build It. They're using a little model here. We're not going to do that. Basically, they're saying if n equals 1, what will y be? Okay, so if n equals 1, you're going to take n and you're going to multiply it by 3. So I'm going to write it over here as I already did. So n times 3 plus 5 equals y. So that's the formula. Okay, there it is there. Okay, so it says if n equals 1, here's the 1, times 3 in parentheses, and then the problem continues the same. Plus 5 equals y. Then you work it out. Okay, 1 times 3 is 3, plus 5 equals 8. Okay, so y equals 8. All right, so right here, so when n equals 1, y equals 8. All right, don't worry about this. There's just little tricks to do that, I guess. Okay, try it. All right, so now we still are using the same equation, n times 3. So n remembers the variable, any number times 3 plus 5 will create y. Y has to change with whatever number goes here, okay? So find the new input, output values. All right, so we have a little diagram again. I think this is a little bit confusing, but they're saying, suppose n equals 2. Find the value of y. So if n equals 2, so now you have the equation 2 times 3, which is here, equals 6. Then you take that 6 and you finish the equation. 6 plus 5, which is there, equals 11. Therefore, y equals 11. So when n equals 2, y equals 11. All right, and so there it is. When n equals 2, y equals 11. All right, so now they say, go ahead and do the rest of these. So if n is 3, what is y? If n is 4, what is y? If n is 5, what is y? Okay, repeat the process for input values. Record your input and output values. All right, so let's go. So if so everything is times 3. So what is the rule here? It's times 3. So times 3, plus 5. Okay? So what's 3 times 3? So if you want to write it down, you could do it here. So it's 3 times 3 in parentheses plus 5. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 5. 5, 9 in your head, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 9 plus 5 is 14. All right. Hope I didn't make a mistake, and that's what you write here. All right, so the next one is 4. So everything is times 3 plus 5. So now you're going to plug in 4 times 3 plus 5. So 4 times 3 is 12 plus 5. So 12 in your head and 5 fingers. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you get 17. Okay? And when 5, n equals 5, it's 5 times 3 plus 5. Okay? So 5 times 3 is 15. and then add 5. Oh, you should do that in your head. 15 plus 5, that's what? 20. All right. Now you could also do this. 15 plus 5 equals 20. Okay? So if you can't do this in your head, write it out. And you could just use all that extra space you have here. You don't have to use extra paper. Okay, number 1, practice. Use algebra. Refer to the equation n times 3 plus 5 equals y. So they're using the same equation. Okay? Refer to the equation n times 3 plus 5. What is the value of y when n equals 6 or 7? Okay, so 6 times 3 plus 5, and then 7 times 3 plus 5. Okay, so 6 times 3 is 18 plus 5. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you get 23. And 7 times 3 is 21 plus 5 equals 26. All right. Given the equation n plus 7 times 3 equals y, how would you find the value of y if n equals 3? So they're always going to tell you what n equals. So always look for that, okay? So if n equals 3, so it's going to be 3 plus 7. So there it is, 3 plus 7, because n equals 3. So all you do is take that n and you replace it with the number they say to, 3. 3 plus 7, and this is plus, not times. And then times 3. So first you want to do whatever's in the parentheses first. So 7 plus 3 equals, I hope you're saying 10, times 3. Now you're just copying the rest of the problem. So what is 10 times 3? And I hope you're saying 30. Okay. All right, if I'm going too fast, you can slow me down or you can rewind. All right, so I think this is really fun. All right, it's time for your practice. All right, so again, use each equation to find each unknown. Use models if needed. Remember the order of operation, parentheses first, so you always do parentheses first. So it's saying t plus 8. Okay, look here. When t is 4, okay, right there, tells you. So you're going to replace that t with what? You got it, 4. Okay, so instead of rewriting the whole thing, guess what I'm going to do? I'm all for shortcuts. I'm going to put 4 up here. Okay, so what's 4 plus 8? 8 in your head, 4 fingers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 times 2. I don't need to put the parentheses anymore because I've just worked it out. And 12 times 2, if you don't know, use your handy dandy chart. I'm going to go to 12, go down, 24. So when t equals 4, s will equal 24. Okay? All right, there we go. M times 6, what does m equal? Right there, there it is. So it equals 3, and you put that there. Okay, got it? All right, I'm gonna let you do the rest. Everything looks pretty self-explanatory. See, E equals 2, R equals 3. All right, let's go to the back, apply it. Set up an equation machine to show x plus 4 divided by 3 equals y. Find the values of y when x equals 8 or 11 or 20. Okay, so what do they mean by this machine? What is this machine you speak of? It's just an in and out table, people. Okay, so if you want to do a quick little in and out table, or not. Okay, so it's always x here and y. Well, not always. It is on this case though. Okay, so if x is, so you put the x's on the x side. So x is 8, I'm just looking here. 8, 11, 20. 11, 20, okay? And then what is the formula? The formula is x plus 4 divided by 3 will give you y. Okay, so do you have to do a little bit of work? Yes, you do. Is it hard? You should say no, because you know how to add and you know how to divide. Okay, so let's do the first one together. So replace x with 8. Just you can do this in your head, okay? 8 plus 4. So what is that? 8 in your head, 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So the first one is 12 divided by 3. Okay, people, you should know this one by heart, in your head, easy. But if you don't, go to the 3 line and find 12. 3 line here. There's 12. Go all the way up. There's your answer. 4. So guess what you put for y here? 4. Okay. So if x is 8, y is going to be 4. Okay. All right. Want to try one more? 11 plus 4. So what's 11 plus 4? Get do this in your head, you guys. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now once you get that, that's when you start to write it out. 15 divided by 3. Okay? And that's going to go here. I'm going to stop there. Okay? And then you got one more to do. All right? Okay, so again, this problem is with, oopsie, that problem. And this problem is with this problem. So now you're doing the last one, okay? All right, I think that was probably not hard, but maybe the most confusing. And then you just take these answers and put them here. So 8, y will equal 4. All right, did you guys figure out this one yet? Hopefully you're saying 5. So when x is 11, y is 5. And again, these letters could be anything. Robert is, find the error. So let's box that in. Remember, we want to make sure that we box in what it's asking us to do. Robert is finding the output values for the equations. A plus 7 times 3 equals B. He wrote a few statements about the input and output values. So when A is 3, B is 30. Let's try that. So when A is 3, B would be 30. So, okay, so let's do it. A is 3. So 3 plus 7 is, well, there's no parentheses here. Okay, if there's no parentheses, what's the order of operation? Add first or multiply? Multiply. So you got to multiply these first. I'm going to put the parentheses in because you're supposed to multiply first, okay? I don't care if that's first. The rule says multiply first. So I would rewrite this. A plus 7 times 3 is 21, okay? And by the way, that looks like a 9. Sorry. It's hard to see when I'm recording. 8. Okay, so if A is 3, B is 30. So if you would change that to 3, does 21 plus 3 make 30? No. Ooh, do you see the mistake here? She did. She calculated this first because 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. So that's a mistake. She did not follow the what? She didn't follow the what? Order of operations. Okay. This is a must. And how do we know? Because you're supposed to multiply first. And she went this way. She just put the 3 here. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. Okay, that's true. But Not if you're following the order of operations. So that's a mistake. She has to multiply first. Okay, so now that one's been checked. So this is wrong. Try that one, see if that works, okay? All right, okay, so what is Robert's mistake? All right, use the equation correctly to find the output values. When A equals 3, B would equal, what did we say? 21 plus 3, 21, 22, 23, 24. This would be 24. Okay, because why? Again, A plus 7 times 3. And remember, you multiply first. Okay, and then you add. All right, so then that would have been 3 plus 21 equals 24. Okay, all right. How do parentheses affect the value of expressions? Do I want you to do this? Oh, yes. This is everything we've been talking about last session, last lesson, and this one. This is very important you understand that, okay? Parentheses. All right, that's it. One lesson today, and then you have homework. And I know if you're going to do the homework online on ConnectEd, I don't think it's the same homework as what's here in your book. But since you don't have 2 lessons today, go ahead and do this one and do the online one, okay? Because you need all the practice you can get, all right? It's so much fun anyway. Use each equation to find each unknown, draw models if needed. Okay, so if z equals 2, what is y? So again, just put a 2 here. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. Sorry, it's a little messy. Okay. When g equals 3, so put your 3 up here. Parentheses first, so 4 is going to stay the same. 4 plus 3 times 3 is 9. Remember, this is a plus, not multiply. And then just add it up. 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So M equals 13. So much fun. Just like a little mystery. Okay, all right, so you have some more questions here. Continue the fun on your own. And please do the homework and do the sheet on ConnectEd under, under ConnectEd. You know where to go. All right, problem solving. See if you can figure that out, okay? All right, so that's it, and good luck. Have fun.